Welcome student to the part 3 of the geography chapter number 1. So here today we will go to the topic that is the life-giving cycles. So before going on that, one of the point of the proving that the earth is spherical in shape, that is the circumnavigation, that the point was being left out. So let me clear in this video at first. So in circumnavigation, Magellan's ship, the name of that ship was Victoria. It completed the world, all the world around voyage, that is in the year 1522, and his ship returned to the same place from where it had started its journey in Spain. Okay, so this proves that the earth is a spherical, earth is spherical. If it were not so, then he would not have been reaching the same place again. Okay, so this is how, as per his circumnavigation, it is proved that earth is a sphere. Okay, not a perfect one, but a spheroid. Okay, correct. So today we will be dealing with one by one the topics like nutrition cycle, carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle and oxygen cycle. So the first one is nutrition cycle. So student, nutrition cycle, what does it represent? It represents the relationship between the living and the non-living that lives in the environment. Okay, and this is how the interdependence of all the living things on the earth, it operates through the food chain. Okay, and the various other processes just like the transpiration, respiration and photosynthesis, etc. These living things, they are divided into three groups. The first one is producer means those who produces. Second one is consumers, and then decomposers. Okay, so we will go one by one. So the plants that are the producer, you know very well that they make their own food by the process of the photosynthesis. Okay, so energy, it has its own origin here. Okay, then the category of the consumers like the herbivores and the carnivores. Okay, so who live on the producer. Okay, the herbivores and the carnivores, they fed on the producers. Okay, and at the top of all, it is man. Okay, who modifies his own environment and create the changes at the bottom or in the middle, okay, level of the food chain. Is it clear? Okay, so all the living beings, they undergo the decomposition. Okay, and decomposition takes place here by the action of the decomposers or the saprotrophs. Okay, so these are the, basically they are the decomposers. Okay, next is the carbon cycle. What is carbon cycle? Sorry. So student, as you know that carbon is the basic raw material. Okay, of all the form of life, carbon is the basic raw material. Okay, so all the living things contain the carbon. Even the atmosphere, it contains the amount of carbon dioxide that is being used by the plants. Okay, that is for the purpose of photosynthesis. Okay, so student, during the time of respiration, plants and animals and human, they use the atmospheric oxygen. Okay, and they release the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Okay, and the burning of carbon, as and when the fuels are being burn out, it releases amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, right? So the carbon dioxide that is being taken by the green plants in the environment. Okay, the plants, they take in the carbon dioxide from the environment. Okay, and by the process of the photosynthesis, they again return back the oxygen. Okay, plants, they return back the oxygen. So this is the cyclic movement of the carbon right from the atmosphere to the organism, and from organism to the atmosphere. This is the carbon cycle. Okay, and this carbon cycle, it helps in the maintaining the carbon balance, right? And what will happen if there will be any imbalance of the carbon in the atmosphere? So student, if it will have imbalance, then it will lead to the global warming. Okay, you know what is global warming, right? So global warming is the increase in the average temperature of the earth. Okay, and that have its adverse effect on the environment. So excess use of the gases that produce undue heat and the global warming. Okay, so that has to be avoided. Why? So that to maintain the healthy atmosphere. Right, student? Okay. So now next is nitrogen cycle. So student, as you know that 78% of the atmosphere, okay, it contains the nitrogen. Okay. So plant take nitrogen in the form of nitrates, okay, and from the soil it moves through the food chain. Okay, it enters the food chain, and from that it enters in the body of the animals, okay, including the human beings too. So nitrogen, it is being returned to the soil through excreta, okay, manure, okay, and the after the the after when the plants are being dead, okay, so there remains of the plants and the animals and the microorganism, again the nitrogen is being transferred to the back to the environment. Okay, student? Correct. Now next is oxygen cycle. Living things, you know very well that all the living things, they take the oxygen from the atmosphere, okay, and they use it forward so that they can, for the process of the respiration, okay, so they use it to release energy from the food what they have eaten. So oxygen, it is used together with the carbon and nitrogen and hydrogen, okay, so that the new molecules in the bodies could be built up, okay, and oxygen, it is being released back to the atmosphere by the way of green plants, okay, and that's it during the process of the photosynthesis, right, and by the plants and animals as a part of a carbon dioxide, right, students? So all these cycles, they are the natural mechanism so as to maintain the balance in the ecosystem. This is how our first chapter came into end, okay, comes to an end, and now we will go to the next chapter in the next video. Till then, be safe, be inside, and keep learning.